Yo, Stocks 5150. Good morning. Today is March 30th, getting to the end of the month. It's the end of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. What we gonna have happen at the end of the month? Maybe we'll be bullish, which we at the bottom. So bullish won't seem like much. Let's take a look at where we at. Let's go to the daily. Boom. We are at a level. I already drew this up a little bit. We are at a level down here that we were at back here. And this is June. I got this marked already. So zoom in, slide it over to the right. June. So we are back. What month is this? I'll keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Right here. This level was 23.97. There's a gap right here. You see? Boom. 23.97. Then this had to be like a Friday probably. Man, boom. We gapped up. In that gap right there, the opening was 23,299. So it's a 200 point gap, but it's a gap right there. And we're heading down. We are at 23,500. So we're getting close to maybe we fill this gap to the downside if we don't bounce. If we bounce, cool. But if we don't bounce, we'll be heading back down to 23.97. That should be the next stop down. Next stop down. And this is back in June. But even being where we are right now at 23,500, 23,500 is right here. We are in June, summer, last summer. We are at the same levels as last summer. So what does that mean? What does that mean is all of these gains have been negated. Like if you sold, if you held all the way through this, which for your long term stuff you probably did, yeah, that's all gone. Can't even see it on the chart. Like you was feeling really good about yourself. You was feeling really good about yourself up here in October. Like I'm winning. And then boom, well, boom, and boom, and bam. And we all know why, you know what I'm saying? But it's what it is. All you can do is come to the market and trade or try to figure out what you're gonna do today. So right now I'm in a position shooting for $20 right here, $21. Getting close. Market's about to open though, so I'm probably getting ready to close this one because I don't really want to be in anything. I'm already gonna be. I'm in a over in September contract. I'm in an L right now because the market ran up on me. So I don't want to be in two losing positions. I'm gonna give this another 3 minutes and then I'll probably get out of this. But I'm expecting us to pop up to 520. 520. I feel like we should be able to hit. And my order is at 519. Yeah, so I'm 520. Come up to 520. Then I get green. But so far, not working out. So hopefully this is the liquidation grab, and then we run back up and hit 520. But right now we're pulling down, and it is some huge orders on the downside, like at 400, at 500. So that's what I don't want to be caught in that. It caught off sides. So I got 5 minutes. See what it does. Next 3 minutes. Next 3 minutes. When I get 2 minutes to the market open, and I'll probably close that one out. So I don't want to be caught, especially if we drop off like bow. I don't want to be caught in that. You see what I'm saying? So if I take a L, I take a L, and that'll be what it is. But 520 is what I'm expecting. And we are popping. Are we popping? Nope, we're still slightly. Anyway, that's what we had on the daily. We're back at the level of June. You can look at it plain as day, and you can see this. We were up, now we're down, right? So that's where we are. All right. Then we got go down to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we can look, and we're at the bottom. So for right now, and we made a move overnight. Market did pull up a little bit overnight, so it's been bullish all night. You can see here it says we're up 0.78%, 181 points. So we are popping. So it could be a continuation, like I said. If it's a continuation, that's good because then that'll be green. You know, but I gotta hang around to see. Got 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left. All right, 1 hour. Take a look at it. And I got these levels drawn out too for so this is the bottom right here, and this one right there. That's the top for the past 4 hours in the pre-market level, which they could be negated, if we break above it or whatever. So let's look at it on the 1 hour. Same thing, hadn't changed much. We're at the upper end of it, so if anything, I would expect a retracement back down to like 490, 495, somewhere. Bring it back in, and maybe we go higher. I did see on the news that they talking about man, this shit ain't working. I did see on the news they were saying that troops are on the ground. So, or they just not on the ground, but they arrived in Europe. So we'll see how that works out for the day. You know what I'm saying? That might be good. It might not be good. Probably won't be good, but we'll see what the market does with that when they open. I really think this is probably gonna be a. I don't know. We could run up, man. We should. 'Cause this is at the bottom, but I see this 495, 490 down that low area. That's definitely filling in. Yeah, see, we getting a doji right here. So let's see. Is this gonna be bullish? This is on the 1 hour. Let me get down here. Let's trade this right quick. Let's see. All right, so we're at 13, 16. Just trying to get 20, I think. What am I trying to get on this one? Yeah, 20. Bam, there it is. Let's go. All right. So we got 88 on the day so far. Now, that being said, over here, if we look at our forward contract for September, we're down 71 because I'm in a short, and that's probably not smart. But that's in case we do pull back down to that 400 level. We go down and fill that gap. I catch that, which that ain't even really. I should close that out. But I got a feeling that we're gonna bounce, like pull back. So looking at this on the 4 hour, got this here, and I'm basically playing the bottom of the range. We'll see how it goes. This is, like I said, September contract, so we ain't gonna focus on that. Focusing on here, current contract. Get back to it. 5 minute, 1 minute before the market opens. We'll see where we at. We're gonna go to the ticks. At 15 second is pretty good though. I like that actually. That gives you a lot of action. You know what I'm saying? Like boom here and there. All right, market's open, and what do we do? Drop. Bam. What did I say? 490. So we're at 495. That's what we got to. Look at that. 480. That's where those orders was at. So we went down to 480. Okay. So see what this is. Slow it down a little bit. Let's go to the minute. The minute, first minute, we got the low is 480. Remember though, this is the overnight range. The overnight range is how much is the overnight range? Let's go. Let's see. Price range. Overnight range is pretty big. Overnight range is 485 points. So it's pretty a lot of points. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of room to move up and down. Technically, I say overnight range is there, but should move this up because that's from the other. That's from Friday. That's from Friday's lows. I'll leave that there. But overnight range, technically 330. 829. No, I was right. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So it's a 400 point range established from overnight. And right now, what are we doing? 1 minute, let's trail back, see what we got. So we're up here. It's right here. So there's a lot of room to wiggle right in here. You see what I'm saying? No ads. All right, we're pulling up. All right, first minute candles formed already. Pretty modest. 536 to, well, first 2 minutes. 536 to 479. The price range on that. 58 points. 58 points so far. We'll see what the 5 minute range is. Right now, we're bouncing in the middle. Mm. All right, pushing on the lower end now on that 5 minute. I mean, that first, we're still within the 5 minute. This 4 minutes in, so we're gonna break this 1 minute low. Still building the 5 minute range. 480, 475 is starting to fill in, so definitely 480, 490. We're coming at 480 now. 475 heading that way. All right, there it is. Ford broke it. Let's adjust. All right, 5 minute candle. So let's switch over to 5 minutes and see what we got. Let me go live over here on TikTok right quick too. Let's go, let's go. Oh man, I need to work out today. Do some cardio. Be on here all day. I'm not gonna trade all day. That's what my mouth say. Oh, I just heard a noise. It was a good noise. Keep dropping. If you heard it, I heard it. Yay, yay. You know what's crazy? I really get dopamine off of trading. That's why I probably won't never quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably won't never quit trading. Anyway, we broke down, let's see, on the 5 minute. I was trying to go live with TikTok over here, but TikTok is BS, and so oh well, we'll just stick with YouTube. But on our first 5 minute candle, this is the first 5 minute right here, and that's our range. We broke below it, so we're shooting to the downside now. Go to the downside, and let's see, 440. Look at that, heading down, dropping 429. All right, so all right, so yeah, we live on TikTok and YouTube. All right, so boom, got both of those. Check and check. All right, so if you're just joining me from TikTok, what up, yo? What up, Stocks 5150? Hey, we done made some money already, and I didn't mean to hit that. That's my long term SCHD. Get some or not. But what we're talking about is the market. Got my first 5 minute range drawn out. Got my range. I'm rehashing because TikTok, I was late going online. This is my levels right here. We got a 485 point drop or range from overnight. So far, we've dropped. As soon as we started, we're in the middle of that range. You know, they say don't fiddle in the middle, don't diddle in the middle. So, yeah, we're in the middle. And where we are at the moment, we drew out our 5 minute range. This is the long term range, overnight range right there. But we got 5 minute range up here. It was and we broke below that. So scroll this over here. So we broke below the 5 minute range down to the 200. So we hit, what is that? 23,411. So yeah, we're at the 200 now on the 5 minute. And again, like I said, our range is 400 below. So we still got room. We could drop some more. I also had showed, let me go to the daily and show what I was talking about. At this level right here, we're at the same level that we were back in June. So there is a big gap, a 200 point gap between here. So we could hit this and go from 420, which it looks like that's what we're going to do, and fill this gap right here, 23.97. So we could hit that gap. We could hit the bottom. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you do it, you do it. You don't, you don't. All right. So we got some overhead filling in at 23,475 trying, and but I don't know. I don't know. I'm listening to Prop G, Professor G in the background. If you hear people talking, they talking about the container ships and all that stuff, man. Yeah, all this confusion in the world. I don't know why nobody won't just get along, man. The rest of the world, like the big dogs, they just won't though. But it is what it is. Humans. We'll probably only get along if aliens show up, and even then we won't, because what we'll probably do, some of us will join the aliens, because we'll be like, "Oh, this is God. This is a sign from God," and then we won't even get along then either. We'll just continue to fight and carry on. It's weird, but anyway, this is about stock market stuff. So, like I said, 2300, 2397. That's my level down below. You know what I'm saying? So we go to the 4 hour, go back up here. Let's trade. Let's take a look. So look, we have dropped. That's that 5 minute box. You can see it when I put it on the 15 second. Put it on the 1 minute. Yeah, it was still popping down, kind of wicking a little bit. I'm not in a trade at the moment. I will say this though, happily, my September contract that paid off. Yeah, look at that, 87 on the day. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I sat through pain on that too. I gotta tell you, because I had went short and I was short like here, and that thing just ran all the way up. Or maybe I was short here. I don't know, but it went all the way up. I've been short all morning on that, and it paid off. Thank you, God. Yeah, appreciate that. Because now that's it. $40 a day is all I need to make. to get the 10K. I trade two contracts at a time. Boom, that's an extra 20. But I already done doubled up, so God is good. We got 87 over here on the September contract, and we got what we got on the June contract. On the June contract, we got 88. What you know about that? Now look, if I was short, yeah, FOMO, could be making a whole lot more money, but that's none of our business. None of our business. Let's do the first 15 minutes because that's coming up. 15-minute range is pretty gangster. 5-minute range is all the way up here. So now we're gonna draw out the 15-minute and for those breakout traders. So if you haven't been trading, if you wait for the first 15 minutes before you start, that's your range. That's your levels right there. You got 159 points that you can get in. You know what I'm saying? 159 points, yo. So um that's your 15-minute range right there. We got 3 minutes before. So far that's our 15-minute range. But it look like we bouncing, pulling up, retracing. There's still some orders down at 375. Where are we at? Three. Yeah, so it could bounce. It could hit 375, then bounce. What did we get to for the low so far? So far we are at 374. Look at that. All right. So we're getting a pullback now. Small one. It's looking pretty thin far as the upside. It's going to be a battle to get upside today. To get back to 500, yeah, you're gonna struggle. Unless they pop some new orders in there, it's gonna be a struggle. I'm not I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna trade to that's it for the day, really. I'm not doing nothing. I made what I need to make, and so now I'm just gonna yap with y'all. I'm actually gonna go off of here. Oh wait. I'm making a video too. I'm adding a video. Check out my page, Stocks 5150 over on YouTube. Shout out to me. Well, you already on here. If you're watching me on YouTube, you already know that. And if you're on TikTok watching me, you already know that too. Get ready to upload this video about your money milestones, talking about retirement, because this should not be what you're doing for your retirement, yo. Like if you're young, you should definitely be putting some money aside. First step, put money in a high yield savings account. Build you up a G. Once you save up 1,000, at least build up your first 1,000. Keep it simple. Build up your first 1,000, then shoot for. You want to have eventually in savings $5,000, right? 5,000 should be able to get you through most things. They say 6 months worth of expenses, so 6 months worth of expenses for y'all. Mm, I'm saying y'all because you're young. You gotta pay rent. If you're renting, if you're renting, it's gonna be All right, let's see what we got. Sorry, I don't get texting and shit. So we're holding it at 15-minute level. We haven't broken below it. We're within that range, so this might be your range for the day. For a while, it could trade sideways here, or they could drop it. You never know what news might come out. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, look out for my video. I'm gonna post. Let's see. Are they offering me 81 is good enough. They say at age of if you're age 30, they say you need to have equal to your annual income. 40, you need to have three times your annual income. So, um, 56 times your annual income, 55, 7 times, 68 times your annual income. So if you're 60, that's your highest earning. Like when you get ready to retire, you should have 8 times whatever stacked up in your 401k. Most people are making what? I don't know. Young people come in making. So, let's see. Pretty good day today so far. Hit my targets, made some monies. Yay, hey, let's go. Surrounded by it. So, um, why it matters is so you don't starve and you don't want to be a burden to your family, man. You know, because the future. But what would that be though? Let's see. I don't know. Let me look that up and see what is the average income by age. And I know it varies because some people work at different places. Average income by age. Let's see. This is AI. So median income by group. Okay, so median annual income by age group. Good grief, this is high. 16 and 19, it says 32,000. What? These millionaires out here? Good God almighty. 32,000. And I didn't make 30,000 until I was in my 30s. Damn, bum. I was a bum, yo. This is crazy. Wow. All right, that got me stuck right there on that, man. Good God almighty. So you saying that they need to make, all right, so 60, it's crazy. 32, so 55 to 64, you'll be making 67 so you basically double, you work all your life just to double your money. Well, you start getting a pay cut. So 45 to 54, you make 70. So you are doubling your money. Really crazy. It's on point though. So let's say most people probably watching this stuff in their mid 40s or something. Maybe that gives you time. So if you're 25 to 34 years old, you should be making about 59, low end 58,000, right? I gotta do a video for this. This is actually a pretty good one. So what would that be? Calculation. Calculator. So if you're making 35 to 44 years old, you're making 69,000. 69,000. And I think, what did I say? Go back and read this. What age again? 35, 44, 69. So By 45, you should be making four times four. So you should have 276,000 saved up. That's what it's saying. 276,000. If you are 50, you're making 70,000. 50, you should have six times your age. So let's just keep it with the same. Six times, you should have 400,000. So if you're 50 years old, you should have 400,000 in your 401k. If you are 55, you should have seven times. But also at 55, you should, well, you're taking a pay cut. Now you're making less money. Crazy. Making 69. So technically the median is where you stay. So 69 is 70,000, but you should have 483,000 at 55. 483,000 in your 401k. That's where you should be. Somewhere along those lines. Ah, are you? Where are you at? In the chat, are you making, were you 19, 16, 16? What did it say? It says 16 to 19-year-olds are making 32 to $33,000. Were you one of those little young millionaires? Were you one of those? Because I wasn't. All right, we're breaking below the 15-minute range now. Yeah, yeah. Downside for sure. Short. If you're not shorting right now, bro, or sister, you're in trouble. All right, so on the ticks, we got a little action popping. This is the 15-minute right here, this range right here. We're below that. So we could trade back up into that. So what you're gonna do alone, I wouldn't recommend it right now, but it could be back up to 380. Be alone back up to 380. What's up, Sue Brazil? Um, like I said, I'm not trading any. I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna keep today. This is the moment. I'm gonna keep my capital. I made my 40 bucks for today. I got 88. And I'm gonna sit tight. I'll come back and get at it again tomorrow. I'm only gonna be on here for a little bit longer. So 10 o'clock. I bought myself a new bumper for my truck. I'm gonna go replace that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got planned for today. Man, we are dropping, yo. Off the charts. Let's take this up to a minute. Slow this down so we can take a look at it. That's the 15-minute low. But big picture, take this to the 1 hour. This is the range. So we're still here in the middle. We could be revisiting the low from the overnight range. That was a 400 point drop. So if you're riding this down, then good for you. If you're in a short, you know, I'm not in a position right now. Just hanging tight, pretty much watching for today. Looks like it's gonna start thinning out. But we can easily go back down to 23.91. 23.91, which remember that was that order, that was that level back here in June of last year. Where was that at? Put it on the one right there, 23.97, and our low was here. So we can easily hit back down to this level again, and it's not far. Look at that, 23,300. So we got 300 points, 300 points downside, 300 points to the downside, and we are heading that way. This month right here has nothing but been bearish, but it's cool. Market goes up, market goes down, you know. Market goes up, market goes down. Money goes in, money spreads around. So the question I had was, I was looking at median incomes by age group, and it says 16 to 19-year-olds made 32,000 to 33,000. Skipping ahead, 25 to 34-year-olds made 58 to 59,000. That's why this rent is so high. Y'all making all this money? When I was that age, I was not. I made what my age was like. So when I was 19, 20, I was making 20,000. When I was 30, I was making 30,000. All right, we're getting a bounce now. Getting a bounce that's on the 1 minute. 23, 3, 17. Really starting to flatten out a little bit. We got some orders. Let's see what we looking like. 385. I'm so filled up at 385. We could pull back up to 400. Fight back up to that. But we still got some down to 300. So it's some liquidity down there at 23,305. 23,305. Yeah, well, that's already been taken out. I won't even lie to you. This heat map that I'm looking at on YouTube, he's close, but he's off by about a minute, 2 minutes. But too bad it's not the other way around. If it's the other way around, I could be making some money. One time I was trading with this is early on when I was doing options. And this guy, uh I forget his name, it's an Indian dude though. He uses the Ikimoko cloud thing or whatever. And he always be like, what does he say? He says, fuck, I forgot what that dude says all the time. Oh, giving up the gas, giving up the gas. He always act like that, getting excited and stuff. He'll have you jumping in the trade just because he talking and shit, man. But yeah, he's a wild guy. He ain't making money though. So anyway, he trades pretty big. He doesn't show what he's trading. He just shows a chart, and you just see that. But he's trading futures, and but you're thinking he's doing options. Whatever, man. It's misleading. But I'm not here to hate. I'm just saying it helped me get to where I'm at. I was using the Ikimoku cloud or whatever. And if you don't know what that is, let's pull that up right quick. Let's do that. Ikimoku. Talk about it. Where is it at? Ikimoku, right? See, boom. There. Put this over here. All right. So let's talk about it for a minute. Put it on the 1 hour. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close all my other indicators. Okay. So now all I got is the Ikimoku cloud, right? Ikimoku. Ikimoku. I'm probably mispronouncing this. You know what I'm saying? But that's what he uses to trade with. And basically the premise of this is you follow this cloud. This is like these crosses and stuff. This is where the market is going down, which you can see the trend, the overall trend. And this right here stays out in front. So many. You know what I'm saying? I could go back to it and see what the range is. This is 28. So yeah, the Cajun period. Where's my notes on this shit? I don't want to just be rambling. Let me see. I got notes. I got notes, yo. I got notes on everything. Just you don't trade and not have notes on risk management. You don't trade and not have notes on reward to risk brackets. This, that, the other. VIP shorting. Don't do this. Let's see. Gaps. We are filling a gap too right now. Looks like we're coming down. We could. Trying to find my notes on Ikimoku clouds. I probably, I know I ain't throw it away because I don't throw nothing away. Um, Let me find it. I got wheel strategy stuff in here. I don't even see it. I don't see my notes no more. Anyway, I had notes on it, but now I don't see my notes. Wait, is that it? No, that's not it. That's a budget. This is also a budget. All right, that's my futures notes. Anyhow, let me talk about this Ikimoku cloud thing right quick. And is that the right way to pronounce that? Ichimoku? Yeah, Ichimoku. Ichimoku, right? Yeah, Ichimoku. So, all right. Point is, out here, this cloud right here, this is your I think it's the Cajun. I'm not gonna even try to pronounce none of these stuff, man. I'm just gonna say this. It shows if you just look at it real quick, it just shows you the direction. So see how it's green, but it's also going down. So on the 1 hour, see how this is flat looking back? Boom, 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 boom. It's real easy as far as, it shows you that it's bearish. You can just look at it and tell. And you can change the colors. Like honestly, I should probably change these colors to where it would make more sense for me. You know what I'm saying? So right now you see how they have this. They have the taking sign is the 9 minute, it's the 9 period average, right? And they got that as red. I'll probably change that to green, right? Because so let's change that to this color. All right, that's the 9. And then the Cajun sin, that's the 26 period. That's a little bit longer. So I'll change this to like that color, right? All right, the Chiku span is the lagging indicator, and it shows the closing price that's behind, and it's used to confirm trends. You see what I'm saying? So honestly, let me do this. Let me do this screen, do this. Since this is trailing, I really don't even need that. So I'm gonna not have that because I don't even need to see that. What happened already? We already know what happened. Then you have the Sinuku spin, the A and B leading from the cloud. That's 26 periods out. This is span A, and then you have span B, right? So span A, um, we're gonna change this and change this color to yellow. Span B, we'll change this color to, should we change it to blue or purple? Purple. See what it looks like. All right, let's go. There it is. So purple. So B is purple. And remember, B is purple, so B is that's the span. Cinco span 22 for is support and resistance for the future. So it's showing you what it's gonna be in the future. All right, so this is the pass right here, that yellow, purple, be where we're going. All right, and then you have mm, your 9 and your 26. So you trading your crossovers. You're trading the 9 and 26 crossover. That's what you're doing when you're using that. So as far as this goes, that's what you're doing. And this shows us this how far out we're gonna be. And some key things that you want to do is so if in choppy and sideways markets, it's not really good to use this because it's hard to, but in trending markets, it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to do is trading signals, you want to buy when the price is above the cloud. So if the price, like right now, we're right here. If the price is up here, you want to buy. When it's within the cloud, don't buy. Like don't fiddle in the middle, right? And when it breaks below the cloud, that's when you want to be short. So if you look at this back here see here we was chopping along. See I was chopping. This is on the 1 hour. I'm just talking right now. But see what up, Oni? We were in the 1 hour right here. We see we're just chopping along. So see it's inside the cloud. You wouldn't want to do anything until it breaks out. See, but look, once it broke out, bam. And we've been selling ever since. So if you went short back here in March 26th, 4 days ago, and you just stayed short, look at that. You winning. You are winning, yo. So I mean, it could be used. Then if it's above, so if this gets up back up above, like here, which had we hadn't had much of that, but if it broke out here, you be up a little bit, but then when it comes back into the clouds, you definitely want to sell. You see what I'm saying? So you just what I think in this market, when you get green, you need to get out. You know what I'm saying? Don't hang around. All right, I'm coming back up now, 355. 355 is where we at right now. Very interesting. 355. Huh. All right, so back on this. So we put this and we'll bring this down to the 15 minute. No, bring it down to the 5 minute. Let's cut to the chase and see what it looks like. So on the 5 minute, we're below the cloud. See it thin out right there. This is the first 15-minute range right here I got here. So we broke below it. We're coming up. And we'll probably hit the bottom of this 15 minute and retrace, which we kind of did almost doing right now. So we'll probably hit this, retrace, and then continue selling off. That's what I would expect to happen. According to the cloud, looking at the cloud, this is that 15-minute range I got here. But according to the cloud, we are below the cloud, and the cloud is thin. Cloud's way up here. Got a long ways to go. Now you could trade this and trade back upside in a retracement. Maybe we come back up and touch the cloud, and you know that's basically trading back into that 15-minute range. But anyhow, your 26. The 9 is, where is it? It's up here. So we are way below. I mean, you could trade this. This is low. You could bounce, trade a bounce, maybe get some upside out of this. But again, I don't. It's starting to slow down though. It's 10 o'clock, but we dropped out, came down. Now we're pulling up. So we might break it back up into that 15-minute range, and then that'll be cool. What up, Johnny? Two times. I like that, Johnny. Two times. Cool name. So over here on the 5 minute, that's where we at. We go look at this. Let's zoom in and see what this looks like on the 1 minute. Because what my man trade was the 1 minute. He has it on the 1 minute. And so you can see the as far as trading goes, the lower time frames are where you're gonna be trading. Longer, higher time frames are swing trades. This is not a swing trade environment because you never know what DJT is gonna say. I mean, you don't know what he's gonna say at all. And you don't know what's going to happen from 1 minute to the next. Like, let me look at something right quick on the news. Let's see. I'm going to go to, all right, that's that. All right, just posted a new video over on YouTube. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? Support a brother on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Support a brother over on the channel. Stocks 5150. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go viral. I just be spreading the news, man. And I like to trade, and this keeps me from feeling alone. Cause trading is lonely. I broke up with my girlfriend last year, man. Fuck, good God Almighty, and it is rough. But guess what? Moving forward, making this money. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you got to do. Coming back up on the 1 minute, we're coming back up towards the cloud. We're within the 15 minute, touching that range. So maybe we have some resistance here. Many people fast. I need to start fasting. Oh shit! Speaking of fast, I think I'm cooking something. All right, so we're at the bottom of that 15-minute range, and we are doing exactly what I was thinking. Resistance. So falling back down on the 1 minute. So we didn't make it to the cloud. So the nine, what do I have on here? What is my nine? Let me look and see. So I'm keeping this on the Ikimoku right now. All right, yeah. So my nine came down, crossed up over the 26. So that's bullish. So and that's what this follows too. The Ikimoku, you're basically following this moving average. This all this cloud stuff, that's cool and looks good for the graphic, but you're basically trading a 9 and 26, which I believe I'm gonna see if you can change this to a five. Because when I trade, I use some in and out most of the time. Try to be anyway. I use the 514 and the 48 and the 200. That's usually what I have on my chart. So if we do a 5 and a 14, let's see what that'll do. See what that'll make this cloud look like. Change this to a 5 and a 21. So it's holding right there at 21. You see? 5 and a 21. Bouncing. So we put this on the ticks that Ikimoku was popping. Pretty cool graphic, right? Cloud can't even keep up with it. Cloud's falling behind. It's falling behind. Yeah, the cloud is falling behind. So it's of no use when you get down in here. Put it on. It needs to be somewhere slow. 15 second. Okay, it's trying to keep up with that. But the ticks is not good for ticks. And we're in the cloud too. This is a good example. See, so when we're in the cloud like this, you don't want to be trading while we're in the cloud. But this is turning upside as far as the 15 second. So we should be pushing. If we get outside of the cloud, then you could go green. Down below the cloud, bearish. Am I going to enter a trade? Probably not. Just keep it here. I'm uploading videos today. Uh, your monthly milestones. So talking about pay up. See, look, we're breaking below it. Bearish. Downside pressure. Probably back down to 300. 321. Got to bounce. Hoping to see what D Money I did today, if he made any money over on the PW show. See what these fools got going on. I don't even see him. All right, so we'll stick with Flow Zone. See what he got going on right quick. I ain't gonna lie, this dude's a good trader. Flow Zone. All right, so boom, instantly we back up in the cloud. So we starting to chop. So it's a 100 point range so far where we at, but we're still stuck below the 15 minute. So it's still bearish. Crude oil is at 102 right now, the price. So lately it's been an inverse. Whenever crude oil is down, the market is up. Whenever crude oil is up, the market is down. That seems to be where we are. All right, so we're coming up into the cloud. We're out of the cloud. So do we come back and retrace? Let's see if we're gonna stay out of it. Nope, back inside the cloud. See, so when you have it on the 15-second on the lower time, like lower time segments where it moves faster, that cloud ain't really much help, you know? So pushing up. You can hit up to 380. Catch a bounce and we go up 380. But like I said, no trades for me. And remember, look, 380. That's right there at the bottom of that 15 minute. We got to get within that. Stand. This thing is still dropping, yo. Glad I didn't go into a trade. You see that? You see how quick it comes into the cloud and it boom. This cloud stuff, it only works, like I said, I have to slow it down. If you get on the 1 minute, then it helps. See how we went in the cloud, back out, but it's more, in my opinion, it's more just for graphics, man, because it's not really, I don't know. I don't think you need it, personally. Some people like it, though. But I think it's more for graphics. You know what I'm saying? So you coming back in, we chopping. And like I said, it's not really that good for sideways markets. You know, so there's a lot of false signals. Yeah. See right here. So it's 10:30. I'm about ready to get up out of here. And I'm gonna take this Ikimoko off. Just take it off. Put the one I use, my 5, my 14, 48, and magical. Oh wait, not that. And my 200. Boom. Look at that. We are below the 200, yo. Still below that 15 minute. So no need in doing anything. This is sideways. See this? From here to there is sideways chop. So that's it. It's still going down, yo. But remember, we got this range. So I'll put it on the 5 minute, keep it in perspective. 15 minutes up here. Let's see, look at it on the hour. What we got? See, this is the low right here, but pushing down on the 1 hour, that's looking kind of bearish. No. What is that? Those dojis? Got a doji, a downward doji. So we don't know which way we're gonna go right now on the 1 hour. All right, it's 10:37. I'll be on here for another 10 more minutes. None of us do. All right, so on the 15-minute, we got a doji. On the 5-minute, we're pushing up, so we could be popping back to the upside now. Could. Let's see on the 1-minute what we looking like down at the bottom. So we could push up, get back up to 408, get back into. Well, first we got to get into this 15-minute. So that could be a long, but I'm not gonna do anything right now. See that fake out right there? Thought it was gonna go up, bounce, hit the 14. So yeah, as long as this 5 is underneath the 14, man, no trade. You know what I'm saying? No trade. Selling. Market's light too. It ain't too much volume. Right now we at the bottom. So why would you need to go low? That's just gonna keep going lower. 10:42. Got 3 more minutes. I'm gonna stay on here. Then I'm gonna get off because overall today we are down. I might log back in later on. We back in the mid range though. So like looking at this on a fib, we could be coming to this level here. Well, not a fib, but we could be coming here. We holding that level right there, and then we could bounce up. Yeah. So on the 15-minute, still holding for like I said. What's Elliott Impulse? I don't even know what that is. Let's see what an Elliott Impulse is. Good grief. One, two, three, four, five. Interesting. Gotta figure out how to use that now. How about that? Elliott impulse wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it says Elliott impulse. Okay, so structure of a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The initial move often driven by limited news, weak sentiment. Correction wave. Retrace. Okay, that's cool. That could be like a tool. Okay, check this out. So we could do this like this. Do a 5 minute. Let's do Elliott impulse. Elliott impulse. We can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And then we drop it down. All right. So that looks pretty cool. Should start using it. All right, it's 10:45, yo. I'm out. Market is not doing nothing. We made 88 on the day on both sides. So we slowed off on the first 15 minutes, and then that's it. So this is the range down right here from overnight. Could hit that, or it could pop back up. But the way it's looking right now, we could be. Let's see. Oh, let's use Elliott. Let's use Elliott information. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. There. My man is spazzing out. They flow trading. He wide open. This dude. Wow. He gonna have a fucking heart attack, yo. So we are pushing now on the 1 minute. Get out of this, man. 24 tickets. Yeah, look at that. So there, putting on the ticks. We can go up here, break there. We hit and break above the 14, then we would go long up to the 48. But we are trending down. See right now, it hits the 14 and retraces. No need to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Definitely still going in the downtrend. Oh, like I said. All right, there it is. There it is. Watch. Ready and five. Right, worked out. Got 131. Nice move. Nice move. So we went from 88 to 131. That was real quick. Nice. So I'm not in a trade and got 131. Feels good. Did that, and that's what I'm gonna close out on. We ain't gonna push it no more. You know what I'm talking about? Look at that. And that is what might be happening. We might be having a short squeeze. See, did I do one more? It's coming alive. It's weird. I don't know. I'm at 131. I don't think I should push it. Yeah, I ain't gonna push it. I really gotta keep it simple. $40 a day is my minimum, and so far I'm at 131 on this contract. So let's go to look at the activity. Where are we at for the day? We've been trading since 7:47. 7:47. So 3 hours. We came here for 3 hours, and for our 3 hours, we got $201. We good to go. Let's go. Good to go. 200 on the day. I'm out. 200 on the day, and like I said, 7:47 first trade, and I didn't have to cut no losses, so it all worked out. That last one, real easy, was $41. Worked out really perfect. In and out. 10:47, 10:48, couple seconds really. Let's go. All right, yo, stocks 5150. 200 on the day. We're gonna stop. We're not gonna push it because we don't want to fall behind. You know what I'm saying? So, if you continue trading for the rest of the day, man, good for you. I might come back in later on, go live. I don't know. But stocks 5150, yo. We are out. Peace. If you made some money so far, put a dollar sign in the chat. $1 sign for each 100 you made. Let's go. All right. Peace. Oh wait, y'all say y'all want to hear a song? Y'all want to hear a song? Want to hear a song? Here we go. All right, wait. I gotta start. I gotta start doing that, playing my shit before I leave. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Where my let's go, let's go. Wait a minute. What we gonna listen to? It ain't Power Hour. Yo, best time of your life is now. Take advantage of your time. I was asked when did you start living life. My reply was vague as life. No one knows the good times. So now the past is the past. Like wow, body and bullshit. Work shift, work don't quit. Best time, the best years of me. Yeah, oh yeah. The time. Now the fire. 8 hours every day, 5 days a week, 8 hours of sleep time passing you by, working your youth away. Choose one direction. Sex life, use protection. Positive test results is too late. Think before you act, love, no self-hate. The best time is now. Best years will die. Best years will, oh yeah. Let it roll. Yeah, yeah, uh. No one cares. Disrespect the journey of love. They western to the honeymoon. A special day turned into gloom. Now all we see is the world go boom. No end in sight. No wrong, just right. My voice, my life, my choice. I got my radio. So glow on the count of three. Let's turn until complete. The world keeps spinning, I keep winning. Yeah, these are the good old days. These are the days I look back and say, I had it made. Best time is now. Let's get time. Yeah. Let's feel alive. Oh yeah. The time is now. Right, 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 right. There it goes. So we out, yo. Best time is now. Traveling, trading, trading, and trading. Peace. Stocks 5150. We out.